Flash is back, ladies and gentlemen. I have not been this excited in a very long time. This is probably the #1 question that I get asked on my stream. When is Flash coming back? Is Flash coming back? Apparently, C said on his stream that Flash will be back in July. And suddenly, Flash is back on the ladder. Here he is in the bottom right of Retro, going up against longtime rival and the best Protoss ever. It's Bisu. I am so excited. I am so stoked about this. Just to make this clear, right? This is a new account from Flash, so it's not the account he was using before, but the hotkeys line up, and you can't fake that. That is something in, since we started analyzing hotkeys in replay data back in like 2002 or 3, I have never seen a mistake on who was playing on an account because everyone really has their own fingerprint. And especially at this level, you can't fake it. So guys, this is Flash here playing on Retro, and I am so stoked to see how he wants to play in the current metagame. A lot of people have been talking about if Flash comes back, is he going to change the way Terrans play? Of course he is! He's the greatest player of all time of any game. Of course he is. Now, we see that he's going for a gasless expansion, but Bisu finds him very, very, very quickly. This is a big deal. The probe is going to annoy him quite a bit. He should be adding a second depot, and he'll probably end up going bunker. You can see that he got his gas, and of course his gas is a little bit late. So Bisu's scout has actually screwed up Flash's build pretty significantly here. Notice that Bisu is not making a gas at home. And Flash, of course, can't know that, but he still has to defend as if Bisu is doing all sorts of crazy things. So what we're going to see here probably is Bisu is going to... well, he actually gets his gas. I was going to say, I thought that Bisu would probably just go for a Nexus because he knows that he's forcing a bunker right now. But we know that Bisu loves to do proxy robo against gasless expansions. Now, that being said, a gas has been taken. Flash is not mining from it fully. You normally do not in this situation. Normally, what you'll do is you'll mine with one, get your command center up, and then start your factory. You'll have about 100 gas by then. Now, he sees the Zealot coming with this SCV, tries to get in front of it, tries to slow it down a little bit because he does not have that bunker ready. 2 Marines are out, 3rd Marine on the way. 1 Zealot absolutely destroys 2 Marines, but we'll see what Flash's micro is looking like. All right, the Zealot coming in. Great micro from Flash so far. Okay, one SCV goes down. Looks like he will get that bunker up. Pushes that back. Not afraid at all. He knows that Bisu has to pull back here. Flash's micro just too good. And he can pull back pretty easily into that bunker now. Looking over at Bisu, he does have his cybernetics core, and he's going to go ahead and get his Nexus started here. So the Nexus and Command Center are going to be lined up pretty perfectly. Still mining 1 on gas, and he was forced into making 3 Marines and the bunker. So yeah, the factory is coming up a little bit late here. Not the greatest optimized build, but this is what you have to do if you want to go for gasless expansion. The probe comes early. This is the way to play it. Now the factory gets started, and we'll see where Flash ends up going to, from there. But we're within about 2 workers of each other right now. Robotics on the way. And yeah, Bisu just going to sit on the ramp so he can't get scouted. No range or anything. He might go Observer, or he might go for a Reaver very, very quickly here. It's very hard to say, honestly. The Observer is such a passive play to be utilizing against Flash. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Flash has an inevitability about him. I've talked about this in the past with Light, where that's the thing when you're playing against Light, where it's like, well, something's going to have to happen because his mechanics are too good. His decision-making's too good, right? Most of the time, at least. Flash is like 3 levels above that from where Light is. So, you have that kind of inevitability. We'll see what type of shape he's in, of course. This is the first game that I'm seeing of him since the return, basically, right? Like, it's been quite a while since we've seen any new Flash games pop up. Okay, so missile turret on the way. Makes kind of wall so you can't run past easily. The missile turret, I believe that completely covers this from DTs. And looking back at Bisu's base, yeah, he is going for that quick Reaver. No big surprise there. Starting a second Zealot as well. Dragoon range on the way. So it is a very quick Reaver rush coming up. Flash, in the meantime, you know, he already is getting his turret up. He's getting his second gas. He's going into Armory plus the second factory. So yeah, he's going... Now, normally I would have looked at this back when Flash was last really active. Be like, okay, yeah, he's going upgrade Terran. The metagame has changed significantly. He's getting a quick Armory, but upgrade Terran is something... I think in the last 6 months, I've casted 2 games of upgrade Terran on this channel. And I do a lot of TVPs. Yeah, it might even be more than 6 months. But, you know, we've talked about it a lot, how the metagame has evolved dramatically. And, you know, it's just... You don't really see it because of the Reaver openers into heavy Gateway Man style. Like, Upgrade Terran doesn't deal with that. Now, that doesn't mean Flash can't make it work. I mean, it's pretty magic what that guy's able to do, what he's capable of. Now, he has a really good defense as far as the missile turrets go. 2 at the natural here. He's got 1 in the main. Nothing around the factory, so there is an area where Bisu may be able to get in. Now, the shuttle flying in with the Reaver. Notice he is taking a 3rd base during all of this. Flash only on 2 factories. Making a Vulture to go with the Siege Tanks, and he's actually getting that quick speed. Love to see this. Okay, the speed... I believe is just going to be for primarily scouting. I mean, maybe you end up getting probes, but I don't think you can count on that. And he is getting the starport. Now, the starport does not 100% mean upgrade Terran, and he flies over the starport. So Bisu gets in with this. We'll see if he gets any damage. But this could have been something for quick drops, but I believe it is going to be upgrade Terran from Flash. Now, dropping out the Reaver a little bit. Okay. Getting a little bit of damage so far. He did lose 1 Zealot so far. Got to drop that Zealot first to take the tank hits. Here comes the Reaver. Okay, good hit there. Gonna get the second volley and gets the siege tank. But is he trapped in here now? Ooh, very, very good hit. Goliath coming over and chasing down this shuttle, so it looks like he will be able to kill this before he can get the Reaver to the natural. So good elimination there, but look at this position. Flash is behind by 10 workers. So very, very rough. He's getting his second armory started. He's getting his science facility. So this is straight up upgrade Terran. This is old school. This was when Flash was active before military. This is the way that you played. But right now, no Terran on Earth is playing like this. Just, I really want to make that clear. You know, the 2 games was SOC versus YSC was an upgrade Terran game, but it was like a weird one with like a quick starport for drop, as opposed to just for the upgrades, and it turned into like a 2-base all-in push. The other one was a shiny game, I want to say, and it didn't go well, if I'm recalling correctly. I think it was on Vermeer, long time ago, like months and months ago. But yeah, fun to see that Flash wants to play this older style here against Bisu. Now, he is getting the quick dropship. He is getting the quick dropship. So this is something that... yeah, I'm wondering about this, right? Because... dropship, I feel like, should be gaining a little bit of popularity right now. And if you're going to go dropship, why not get the upgrades, right? Because the science facility is only 100, 150. But anyways, we'll talk about that in a minute. This dropship coming out is very, very important. And the 2 Dragoons are waiting for it. So I don't know if Flash is going to be able to get this through. Yeah, he has to turn around there. So... that's being stopped in its tracks. In the meantime, Bisu taking a 4th in the top left. Has a couple Dragoons there blocking any Vulture run-ins. Take a look at his base. Only 3 gates at the moment. A lot more gates on the way. Citadel coming out. More Reavers. Another shuttle. And a lot of gates coming up. So he's going up to 4 base against 2 base. Now, this is part of the problem right now with Upgrade Terran. Because you notice Bisu took 4 bases very, very quickly. He's kind of controlled the speed of the game with the shuttle. Now, normally, with the 5 factory plays we see, there would be a really reasonable timing push available to Flash or to any good Terran here, where it's like, oh, you took 4 bases off of just 3 gates in the Reaver. I might be able to kill you. But because he went upgrade Terran, all the factories are way pushed back, right? You would already have 5 factories up and producing if you hadn't gone for Starport and the 2-1 upgrades. Okay, so it's like really, really important to kind of keep these timings in mind. So everything is a lot later here for Flash. Is he going to be able to actually field an army to fight? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I think that with the 4 bases this quick and the gateway's up and legs on the way and he should throw down a Templar Archives, like it seems like I don't think he should be able to have a big enough army to actually push Bisu down, but he's Flash, so, you know, he knows things that no one else knows as well. So Reavers just out of range of everything here. Bisu trying to slow down this push out from Flash. He does have those 2-1 upgrades almost done right now. Moves forward with those. Yeah, and you can see, look at this. The Reaver's absolutely crushing, man. Doesn't lose anything. Kills 2 Goliaths and a tank and damages another. Flash getting into a position here to maybe try to take this high ground. The thing is, if you leave your army here as Bisu, if Flash tries to push down here, you just run into it. And the Speed Zealots just drag so much damage into everything. Now, the 3rd command center gets started, but this is late. He's not going to be landing this until after 13 minutes. Yeah, I don't think it's a very good position right now for Flash. This is very tough. A lot of Zealots coming out. Yeah, Bisu in huge, huge control. Look at that supply differential. We're at about 12 minutes, and Bisu's maxing out with 4 bases, speed upgrade, multiple shuttles, Reavers, Psystorm on the way. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Now, look at this. He's just charging up this ramp. And Flash going to be in some big, big trouble. He just doesn't have the standing army that he needs right now. The Zealots just coming right in, and you know what? Bisu welcoming Flash to the new metagame. I really wonder how many upgrade Terran games we'll see out of him before he switches over, because you can see this is the perfect show of why upgrade Terran is right now extinct. It's like you just don't have the army to stop something like this. The Reavers slow you down, and then they just follow it up with this heavy gateway man style, and your supply is simply not large enough to hold it off. And now you look at this, and it's like, well, that was a great engagement by Bisu. He holds this high ground. It's going to take forever to get up there. Flash is going to continue to push. He has 3-2 upgrades on the way. You know, if Flash gets up to 3-2 and he can hold Bisu on 4 base, like, he can absolutely still win this. It's just, can he do that? It seems unrealistic to me. Flash has nothing on the map except for these 2 vultures. So if Bisu just takes a moment and gets another Nexus up, the 5th base is really where you pressure the Terran that's going to 3 bases. So look at this, by the way. After 13 minutes, we're getting this command center over. Very, very slow, unfortunately. Even in today's meta, that's like kind of slow. If you were not going to attack, you still want that up by 12 minutes mining. Bisu just continually slowing it down. Has this Reaver over here as well. Flash continuing to produce. He's got a good SCV count. His supply isn't that bad, honestly, and he does have those 3-2 upgrades on the way. But look at this army coming up from Bisu, just shoving with all of these Speed Zealots. Great Psystorms go down on those clumped siege tanks, and we're going to get a GG. There's just nothing left here for Flash, as he well knows. But yeah, this is a rude welcoming to the metagame, I think. And we're going to be looking at a bunch of Flash games. So, yeah, we're going to see how he evolves. And we're going to go through them, like, in some sort of order, right? So, he might switch it up right away. GG. Bisu takes down Flash.